Hello mga ka-mathwave. Tuturo ko sa inyo kung paano natin isolve ang rational equations at rational inequalities. Bago yan, ano nga ba ang rational equations? A rational equation is a rational expression can be written in the form a over b. Ito yung sa fraction. Mayroon tayong numerator at denominator. Where a and b are polynomials at yung denominator ay dapat hindi equal sa 0. Ang rational inequality, composed naman siya ng rational inequality sign or less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, less than, or a greater than sign. Yun po yung rational inequality. Okay, for example, x over 9 minus 2 over 5 equals 1 over 3. Ito ay isa sa mga example ng rational equations. Okay, to solve a rational expression, kailangan po ay eliminate muna natin yung rational expression in the equation by multiplying both sides of the equation by the LCD. So, kailangan natin munang eliminate. No? Ano ba ang LCD ng x over 9 minus 2 over 5 equals 1 over 3? So, solution. Ang LCD po niyan is 45. So, bakit po siya 45? Kasi po, kung kukunin natin ang LCD, least common multiple, or least common denominator, 9 times 5 is 45. No? 45, 9 times 5 is 45. So, 45 is divisible by 9, 5, and 3. So, pwede po siyang i-divide yan. Pag 5 times 3, 15, not divisible by 9. 9 times 3, 18, not divisible by 5. So, ang pwede lang po is 9 times 5, which is 45. Okay, the next. So, 45 times x is 45x divided by 9. Divided by 9 is equal to 5x. Then 45, i-divide natin by 5 times 2, 18. Okay? 45 divided by 3 times 1, 15. Ito na po siya. 5x minus 18 equals 15. Then, itatranspose natin tong negative 18 dito sa kabilang side. So, 5x equals positive 18. Negative siya dito. Kapag nilipat natin dito sa right side, magiging positive 18. Then, 5x equals 33. 15 plus 18, 33. Then, divide both sides by the numerical coefficient of x, which is 5. So, 5x divided by 5 equals 33 divided by 5. So, cancel. Cancel natin to. So, meron tayong x equals 33 over 5. Yan na po yung answer dito sa equation. X over 9 minus 2 over 5 equals 1 over 3. Okay, example number 2. 3 over x minus 4 over 3x equals negative 10 over 3. So, papansin natin, ano ang common denominator dito? So, ang LCD ay 3x. Kaya po. So, 3x divided by x is 3 times 3, 9. Then, 3x divided by 3x, 1 times 4 is negative 4 equals negative 10x. So, ito po. Then, next, 9 minus 4 is 5 equals negative 10x. Then, divide both sides by negative 10 para makancel natin ito. So, x equals negative 5 over 10 or negative 1/2. Yan na po yung answer dito sa equations. Next, example number 3. P plus 2 over 3 equals P minus 1 over 4. So, ang LCD natin dito is 12. 3 times 4 is 12. So, 12 divided by 3 is 4, or just simply cross multiply para mas mabilis. Cross multiply lang natin. 4 times the quantity of p plus 2 equals 3 times the quantity of p minus 1. Then next, 4 times p, 4p. 4 times 2 is 8. Then 3 times p, 3p. 3 times negative 1, negative 3. Okay, after, combine like terms. So, 4p, transpose natin si 3p sa kabila, magiging 3p equals negative 8 minus 3. Then p equals negative 11. Okay, another example. 6 over 5 equals 3x plus 2 over 2x plus 3. Nasa rational equations pa rin po tayo. Okay, cross multiply. 6 times the quantity of 2x plus 3 equals 5 times the quantity of 3x plus 2. So 6 times 2x, 12x. 6 times 3, 18 equals 5 times 3x, 15x plus 5 times 2, 10. Combine like terms. 18 minus 10 equals 15x minus 12x. And 8 equals 3x. Divide both sides by the numerical coefficient of x, which is 3. Divide both sides by 3. Then x equals 8 over 3. Yan na po yung answer dito sa equation. Okay. Para sa example ng rational inequality, example number 1, 1 over x greater than 2. Yan po. Para sa pagsusolve po ng rational inequality, write first the inequality with a single rational expression on the left-hand side of the inequality and 0 on the right-hand side of the inequality. So, gagawin natin siyang 0 yung right side. Ayan po siya. Transpose the constant 2 to the left side. Ayan. Then, determine the meaningful numbers by setting the numerator equal to 0 and setting the denominator equal to 0. Ayan po siya. So, numerator, 1 minus 2x equal to 0. Then, 2x equals to 1. Then, divide both sides by 2. X equals 1 half. Then, test x equals 1 half. Test natin yung x is equal to 1 half or 0.5. So, substitute 1 half for x or 0.5 for x. Ayan po siya. Palitan lang natin yung x ng 0.5 greater than sa 0. Then, 1 minus 1 over 0.5. Then, 0 over 0.5 greater than 0. Then, 0 greater than 0 is false. So, hindi po pwedeng maging greater than ang 0 sa 0. Okay. How about the denominator? For the denominator, x is equal to 0. Test x equal to 0 using 1 minus 2x over x greater than 0. Substitute 0 for x. Ayan po siya. Magiging 1 minus 2 times 0 is 0. Kaya magiging 1 over 0 greater than 0. So, false kasi po undefined. Sabi nga sa definition, dapat po yung b or yung denominator is not equal to 0. So, kailangan hindi maging 0 ang denominator. So, using the number line, ito po yung number line natin. Ito yung boundary. Ito yung mga boundary natin. From 0 to 0.5. Saan po natin nakuha ang 0 at 0.5? Ang 0 po, ito po yung nasa denominator. Ito po siya. Ayan o. Itong denominator na 0. Sa numerator 0.5 or 1 half. Then, ano yung mga values ng A? Ito po, ang values ng A, mula dito sa boundary na 0, papunta dito sa negative infinity. Ang values ng B ay from 0 to 0.5. Yun nasa loob po ng boundary. At ng C is mula dito yung boundary ng 0.5 papunta sa ah, positive infinity. Okay, get the values for A, B, and C. Ito po, no? Tatandaan natin, if the test value makes the inequality true, then the entire, yung kabuuan na interval ay solution. Halimbawa, nag-test tayo sa A at naging true. Lahat po ng values from negative negative 0 point something or negative infinity ay true kapag nag-true siya. Pero kapag false, lahat po ng values na nandito ay false. Ganon din po dito sa dalawang ito. Ayan. So for example, for A, test negative 1. Kasi po nandito natin makikita si negative 1, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, ayan, so on and so forth. For example, test negative 1. So substitute negative 1 for x. 1 minus 2 times negative 1 over negative 1 greater than 0. So 1 plus 2 over negative 1 greater than 0. Then 3 divided by negative 1 greater than 0. So 3 divided by negative 1 is negative 3 greater than 0. So false po siya. Kasi hindi pwede maging greater than ang negative sa positive values. Okay, how about B? Ano ba yung mga values ng from B? From 0.1 hanggang 0.4. Okay pa? From 0.1 hanggang 0.4. Hindi po siya pwedeng umabot ng 0.5 at 0. Okay, test 0.1. So substitute 0.1 for x. Ayan po siya. 1 minus 2 times 0.1. Ayan. Magiging 1 minus 0.2 over 0.1. Then 0.8 over 0.1 greater than 0. Then divide 0.8 by 0.1 equals 8 greater than 0. So false. Ay, sorry. So true. Kasi mas malaki yung 8 sa 0. Okay. So, meaning to say na lahat ng values na nandito sa loob ng B ay solution ng inequality. Okay. How about C? For C, test 1. Okay. I-test natin yung 1. Yung mga values po from 0.6, 7, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so on and so forth, and positive infinity. So, substitute 1 for x. Ayan siya. 1 minus 2 over 1 greater than 0. Negative 1 over 1 greater than 0. So, negative 1 is greater than 0. So, false siya. Sabi nga natin, hindi pwede maging higher or greater than ang negative sa positive. Okay. So, ito po yung mga result natin. No? Numerator, x is equal to 1 half. False. Naging false siya. Yung denominator, x is equal to 0. False. So, undefined din kasi yung kanina. Ito po, no? Ito yung mga test natin. Yung 1 half, itong 1 half po na yan, na sinasabi natin kanina, ito po siya, 0.5. Ito yung boundary. At yung 0, ito po. Okay. So, kung mapapansin natin, yung test natin ng for A, test for A, no, negative 1, false. So, ibig sabihin, itong mula dito, ay hindi po kasama. Hindi siya solution. No? Hindi solution set yung nandito. At yung 0, hindi rin po kasama sa solution. Kasi nga, ang 0 ay false, undefined. Then, yung B, from 0.1 to 0.4, true. Ibig sabihin po, solution siya. From 0.1 to 0.4. Then, for C, test 1, false. At yung 0.5, hindi rin po kasama sa solution. Kasi 0.5 is false. Right? At yung from 0.6 to positive infinity, false din po. So, ang solution ng 1 over x greater than 2 is in Settbalder notation, x is an element of real number such that x is greater than 0 or x is less than 0.5 or 0 less than x less than 0.5. So example number 2, x minus 9 over 3x plus 2 less than or equal to 3. So transpose na the constant 3, gawin natin 0 yung right side. Then cross multiply, x minus 9 minus 3 times 3x plus 2 over 3x plus 2 less than or equal to 0. Then expand, x minus 9 minus 9x minus 6 over 3x plus 2 less than or equal to 0. Then combine like terms, negative 8x minus 15 over 3x plus 2 less than or equal to 0. So next, negative 8x minus 15, set natin yung numerator sa 0. Then transpose the constant, divide both sides by negative 8. So x is equal to negative 15 over 8. So, or negative 1.88. Test x equals negative 1.88. Gamit yung equation na negative 8x minus 15 over 3x plus 2 less than or equal to 0. Hindi pala siya equation, inequality, no? So, negative 8 times negative 1.88 minus 15 over 3 times negative 1.88 plus 2. So, ayan po siya. 15.04 minus 15 over negative 5.64 plus 2. So, 0.04 over negative 3.64 less than or equal to 0. Then negative 0.01 less than or equal to 0. And that is true. Tama po. Then for denominator, 3x plus 2, transpose positive 2 equals negative 2. Divide both sides by 3. X is equal to negative 2 over 3 or 0.67. So test x is equal to negative 0.67. Substitute negative 0.67 for x. Then 5.36 minus 15 over negative 2.01 plus 2. Negative 9.64 over negative 0.01. So 964 less than or equal to 0 is false. Then, ayan po siya, no, mayroon tayong boundary na negative 1.88 at negative 0.67. Ang mga values for A from negative 1.99 to negative infinity. Ang values ng B from negative 1.87 hanggang negative 0.68. Okay po. Then, from negative 0.66 to positive infinity ang values ng C. So, for A, x is equal to negative 2. Para hindi na tayo mahirapan. Maging whole number na lang. Negative 2. Then, substitute negative 2 for x. 16 minus 15 over negative 6 plus 2. Less than or equal to 0. 1 over negative 4 less than or equal to 0. Negative 0.25 less than or equal to 0 is true. Tama po. Then for B, x is equal to negative 1. Substitute negative 1 for B. Ayan, 8 minus 15 over negative 3 plus 2 less than or equal to 0. Negative 7 over negative 1 less than or equal to 0. So 7 less than or equal to 0 is false. Then for C, x is equal to 1. Substitute 1 for x. So negative 8 minus 15 over 3 plus 2. Negative 23 over 5 or negative 4.6 less than or equal to 0 is true. Okay. So numerator, negative 1.88 is true. Then the boundary negative 0.67 for denominator is false. So ayan po siya. So for x, negative 2, and for a values, true. So lahat ng values from negative 1.99 ay 89 to negative infinity ay true. So, kasama siya sa solution ng inequality. Then, itong values nito, negative 1.87 hanggang negative 0.68 ay false. Hindi po kasama. Then, from negative 0.66 hanggang positive infinity ay kasama po na solution ng inequality. So, true. So, ang x minus 9 over 3x plus 2 less than or equal to 3 ay may solution set in interval and set Bellder notation na x is an element of real numbers such that x less than or equal to negative 1.88 or x greater than negative 0.67 or negative 1.88 is greater than or equal to x greater than 0.67. Salamat sa panunood at huwag natin kalimutan mag-like, subscribe, and share. Pag-click ang notification bell para patuloy na ma-update sa mga bagong lesson. Thank you.